Hey, welcome to Mullen Stock. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. And also remember that this is not a financial advice video. The news we were all waiting for has arrived. So I'd like to give you a summary of what this news is, what the data points are indicating, and what lies ahead. Let's get started. At this moment, it's up by 23.09%. It started at around $0.36. There's a significant volume, with 89.93 million shares traded, compared to the usual 49. The news that has come in is this: Mullen has obtained relief from the Nasdaq hearing panel. So it has finally come through. I believe there's a connection between this news and the spike we saw a few days ago, which was around $0.31. Again, I suspect that this news might have been leaked or perhaps officially confirmed a few days ago. This could explain the spike we observed, which was around $0.31. I think it's all correlated. According to this news, it seems they have been given time until January 22, 2024. So it's not the 180 days that many, including myself, thought, but rather until January 22, 2024. They have made it clear that they need to stay above $1 for 20 consecutive business days. Nasdaq typically decides within a range of 10 to 20 days, and they've chosen 20. They also need to address another issue, which is their annual meeting. Mullen is required to hold another annual meeting before March 8, 2024. In my opinion, this isn't a major issue. If you visit Nasdaq website, they state that Mullen needs to rectify two things. We're talking about the annual shareholder meeting, which I understand was notified to them on October 3rd. Now, let's discuss the bid price. This matter started in 2022, and Nasdaq has granted them extensions one after another. However, Nasdaq has given them a short-term extension instead of the full 180 days. So this is good news, but many people are curious about what this means for the future. So essentially, you can hope that Mullen will try to move forward operationally. This might be the best time for Mullen to repurchase their shares if they can manage it. As I mentioned, it's getting very close to their blackout period, so it would be advantageous for them to buy back shares now, especially if the stock price goes below $1, in which case they'd need to buy more. Around mid-December, perhaps around the 19th, they will have to perform a full reverse stock split. This is coming up soon because technically the vote for the reverse stock split is scheduled for December 15. So the following week, they will need to execute the reversed stock split. Therefore, I think when investors attend this meeting, they will get an idea of whether they are going ahead with the reverse stock split based on the stock price. So everything is coming close for Mullen once again. As I've said before, they have a real opportunity and the means to do well. They just need to make the cars, sell them, especially the M1. As Brad mentioned to Randy Marion, there's a high demand there. In fact, they are practically asking for it. Mullen just needs to manufacture those cars, and they can generate revenue. They can also use their buybacks to make their job a bit easier. They have about 19 million left, which they can utilize. Once again, I think this is very good news. However, many people are prepared to face obstacles on their journey ahead, which is why the stock hasn't risen significantly yet. In terms of options, there is more hope. $119,000 in calls have been purchased, and 40,000 puts have been bought. So, that's a positive sign. Also, there is a significant increase in trading volume today. For this upcoming Friday, there is approximately 9,000 volume at a 50-cent strike price, along with open interest. Currently, there are 14,000 at $1 and 3,000 at $1.50. As you can see, many people have started betting on January 19th, as this date aligns with the entire scenario. So they will need to cross the $1 mark by January 22nd. If they get Nasdaq approval, the stock price might respond accordingly. And you can see that people are placing bets on it. On the expiry date of January 19th, there is approximately 10,000 open interest at the 50-cent strike price, 12,000 at $1, 9,000 at $1.50, and strangely, there is 8,000 open interest at the $5 mark. I'm giving you a quick rundown on the increasing short positions and everything else you need to know. The short score is 74. Utilization is 90.14. Currently, shorts are returning about 500,000 shares, of which 26.04% were shorted on the free float. In total, 25.22 million shares have been shorted. The shorts have quite a bit of ammunition. So the fact that they are returning shares on a green day indicates they believe this is justified. In this uptrend, this is to some extent good news. Through Interactive Brokers, it shows that there are about 4.2 million shares available to be shorted. So I want to know your opinion on this news. Do you think it's a good sign, or do you think many are making future forecasts? As I mentioned, a reverse stock split is in the works. You should be aware that if they have to do a reverse stock split, they need approval at the December 15th meeting, but they can do it at any ratio, from 1 to 2 to 1 to, or even 100. Understand that if this is their last chance to remain compliant with Nasdaq, they might choose a higher ratio. This is my personal opinion. It may not be the news many want to hear, but it's their last opportunity, so they should make the best use of it. But again, I might be wrong, and hopefully they won't need to use it. We hope they can reach over $1 simply through operation updates and production push, or perhaps some other news. Guys, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about Mullen stock? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.